You're watching WKYC Channel 3, Cleveland. And now, live, serving all of Northeast Ohio, this is Channel 3 News.
Good evening, I'm Dick Fegler.
And I'm Connie Deacon. Charges have now been filed against that suspect in the murder of a local DJ's wife, and that is tonight's top story.
It's a tragic picture, and it began to come clearer today. She was Amy Perkins, vivacious, talented, active in a little theater group, kidnapped and murdered in the heart of our city. Police say by this man, Wiley Davis. 3 convictions for aggravated robbery, suspect in the attempt to abduct another woman last October. Their widely different paths crossed in the same parking lot yesterday morning, and what happened left the city reeling. Lillian Williams picks up the story.
Police tonight are still putting together pieces of the puzzle in the abduction and slaying of Amy Perkins. However, they do have a suspect in custody. Wiley Davis, a busboy at Salvy's restaurant in downtown Cleveland, has been charged with her kidnapping and murder. Police found ammunition of the same type that killed Amy in his Cleveland Heights home last night.
At this point, I would say we have to assume that sexual assault took place, or the suspect tried to assault the victim. But we don't have the final results from the coroner's office at this point.
The suspect's neighbors were shocked by the news. They say it's hard to believe. But we've learned that Davis has 3 prior convictions for robbery. Police are investigating whether he was responsible for other downtown robberies. Police believe the suspect walked up and down this parking lot looking for someone to rob. And when he found Amy, he forced her into the seat of this car. Her clothes were removed, and she was shot by a single bullet in the head. But while police search, friends painted a portrait of Amy tonight. She was a talented actress in community theater and had just finished a show Sunday night.
And she had a smile for everybody all the time. She was just a wonderful, wonderful lady.
Smith cannot understand how no one came to Amy's aid.
Didn't anyone see what was going on, or couldn't anyone do anything? Don't people look after each other anymore?
She attempted to inform 2 parking lot attendants who apparently didn't want to listen to her pleas for help.
Police have told us there are reports of similar attempted abductions in the downtown Cleveland area. They are investigating those reports. Lillian Williams, Channel 3 News.
Police expect the Davis to be indicted for the Perkins murder as well as for attempted kidnapping in the other incident October 23rd.
Now, for those of us who work downtown and also those of us who shop downtown, this murder of Amy Perkins is scary. We have 2 reports now on the aftermath of this killing. First, Tom Barras tells us that everyone from the mayor to parking lot operators say that this crime probably could not have been prevented.
Crime statistics say downtown's one of the safest parts of Cleveland, but Amy Perkins' murder has rekindled old fears and reinforced old perceptions of downtown danger.
And that just terrifies me because it's broad daylight, you know, and it's amazing. I mean, I thought it was safe down here in broad daylight, but I guess I'm not.
They're trying to bring back Cleveland, and then if this is going to happen, it's a shame.
I feel downtown is safe during the day. I wouldn't be here at night, to be honest with you.
At an event touting lower parking rates to bring shoppers downtown, Mayor Michael White called Amy Perkins' murder a heinous crime committed by someone who deserves the death penalty. But the mayor claims it could happen anywhere.
The perception that somehow downtown Cleveland is just an unsafe place is an incorrect perception.
Some people wonder if better parking lot security might have saved Amy Perkins' life. A nearby city-owned lot has a man on duty, but none of the other temporary honor parking lots at the Gateway site have attendants or guards. Only a few have lights. Parking people claim that's reasonable.
If somebody wants to attack you, they'll do it right here, you know, in broad daylight, with or without attendants.
Police started their beefed-up downtown holiday patrols this week. Plainclothes officers will be looking for criminals looking for victims among shoppers. And the man in charge says Amy Perkins' murder will make the job more intense.
We've always hit the parking garages and the parking lots. We're going to pay extra special attention, obviously, because of the tragedy that just occurred.
Amy Perkins' murder has scared some people who work downtown and scared some people who might shop down here. And by doing so, it's also scared some downtown merchants who fear that one senseless, awful crime and lots of bad publicity will keep holiday business away. Tom Barras, Channel 3 News.
This is Obie Shelton. Safety experts and women's groups say there are things women can do for their own safety. The first tip is to park at a lot with a security guard. But many women cannot afford to do that every day.
A lot of times you're looking for the cheapest lot, too, so you park further away.
Tip number 2, then, is to get an escort to and from the parking lot. That could mean carpooling into downtown, or overcoming the shyness to constantly ask a colleague to be an escort after work. The organization 9 to 5 represents working women.
We feel that you're at least 100% safer when you have someone with you.
Probably the most timely tip is to be aware of other people in the parking lot, which way they're walking, how they're acting. Once you notice someone suspicious approaching, drive away or honk your horn. There is debate about whether women should arm themselves, even with mace.
I think we have to arm ourselves, defend ourselves, you know, a stun gun or something, anything. I mean, take some classes in karate or something. I don't know.
I don't recommend that somebody run out and get a gun or get a knife, because more often than not, that can be taken from you and used against you.
And 9 to 5 believes women are usually worse off if they try to fight an attacker. Other tips include concealing purses and wallets so you won't be a target. Any safety tips require planning and some inconvenience. But Amy Perkins' death showed that safety for commuters downtown cannot be taken for granted any time of the day. Obie Shelton, Channel 3 News.
And so tonight, Cleveland police are urging anyone who works downtown or comes downtown to shop, please, play it safe.
We acted today as if we knew Amy Perkins. We took her murder personally, and we reacted to it with a personal outrage. The newscasts of our city are full of murders, but this one came out of the TV screen with the urgency of a telegram. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't consort with drug dealers or walk unprotected in high-crime areas. What did she do? She did what our wives do, our mothers do, our daughters do. She got out of a car in a parking lot in the middle of downtown, in the middle of rush hour. How do you defense against that? You don't. You shouldn't have to. Amy Perkins was going to go back home to Texas, and now I guess she will. Back to a town where, for the people there who knew her, the symbol of big city viciousness and depravity will not be New York or L.A. It will be Cleveland, the comeback city, this city. The cops' press conference at 10:30 last night was no coincidence of scheduling. They wanted to show before the 11 o'clock news that they had wrapped this thing up. Same-day service. Body discovered, suspect arrested. But it isn't wrapped up, and we know it. Something has shifted in us in a place where it counts. Our trust in our city, our trust that civilization is in control, and the innocent are safe from the predators. This lovely young woman, with her life ahead of her, with plans and talent, was destroyed in the heart of our community. She was helpless. There was nothing she could do about it. And in her helplessness, we see and rage against our own.
Tonight's Channel 3 Late News is sponsored by Beechwood Place.
When Channel 3 News continues, the verdict in the case of a prominent Cleveland developer charged with rigging bids. And the man the Ayatollah put out a hit on wants to come out of hiding.
Recently, the exciting all-new Buick LeSabre was named a Best Buy by Motor Trend and Consumers Digest. If you missed these important announcements, don't miss this one. Announcing reduced rate 2.9% GMAC financing for up to 48 months on Buick LeSabre. Compared to current rates, you can now save up to $3,200, which means LeSabre really is your best buy. But this special 2.9% rate is for a limited time. Don't miss it. See your Better Buick dealer today.
Be right with you.
Hiya, Mike. What'll it be?
I'll take the chicken sandwich, but add grilled ham, melted Swiss, lettuce and tomato, and oh yeah, honey mustard sauce.
What do you think this is, McDonald's?
The new grilled ham and Swiss McChicken sandwich at McDonald's today. It's 100% white meat chicken, grilled ham, melted Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato, and honey mustard sauce, all for $1.99. Add a Coca-Cola Classic and it's even better.
What'll it be?
Your chicken sandwich, but with grilled ham.
Try the grilled ham and Swiss McChicken at McDonald's today. Just $1.99.
Developer Walter Burks and his associate Kathleen Patton tonight were both found not guilty of charges that they rigged the deal to transform the old Beehive and Doane schools into apartments. While Burks is now personally off the hook, it could still cost him some big bucks. The jury found the limited partnership that Burks was part of guilty of forgery, uttering, and tampering with records. Judge Terrence O'Donnell fined the corporation, which is now just Burks, $35,000. Burks talked to reporters after the verdict came down. Here's what he said.
How do you feel about the prosecutor's office having even brought these charges against you?
I don't want to say that today. Thank you.
A comment personally on how this has all affected you emotionally.
It has affected me, my family, and the total Cleveland community.
Adversely,
Adversely, yes.
Burke says that he plans to appeal this $35,000 fine. A man who set out to shoplift a can of tobacco from a convenience store in Canton allegedly has shot 2 sheriff's deputies. The deputies chased the man on foot between these 2 garages, where police say the suspect fired 5 shots.
Copy, they're both down.
The 2 officers who were hit were scheduled to go off duty just minutes later. Steve Altieri took a bullet in his back. His partner, Mark Hepner, was shot in the leg. Now police have arrested this man, Philip Mayle, 28 years old, from Canton. They have charged him with attempted murder and aggravated robbery, all for a can of tobacco. This is the first time that an officer has been shot in the line of duty in Canton since the 1960s. A snag tonight in setting up the next round of the Middle East peace talks. The U.S. is refusing to delay the talks for 5 days as Israel has requested. Syria, the Palestinians have agreed to resume the talks December 4th. That leaves Israel as the only holdout. Israel now says it will not show up until the 9th of December. Washington will be the site if the talks go on.
U.S. to Libya. Turn over the 2 men who bombed Pan Am Flight 103 or else. Or else what? State Department spokesman Margaret Tutwiler said the usual thing.
As you know, we never discuss military options.
The U.S. bombed Libya in April 1986 in retaliation for a Libyan-sponsored terrorist attack on a U.S. serviceman's club in Berlin. But experts say that it was that action that spurred Libya's decision to engineer the bombing of Flight 103, an atrocity which killed 270 people. The U.S. wants to see the European community block the import of Libyan oil, but Europe is soft on that idea. Italy, for example, imports about 1/3 of its supply of oil from Libya. So the sabers are rattling, and the families of Flight 103 victims are glad to see the U.S., Britain, and France moving toward punishing the Libyans. Author Salman Rushdie says enough is enough. He wants his life back. He has been living in hiding for almost 3 years since Iran's Ayatollah Khomeini branded his novel The Satanic Verses blasphemy against Muslims and ordered him killed. Now, he says, it's time for the British government to get tough with Iran and get the death warrant lifted.
Because I think everybody felt that the hostage issue had to come first and we didn't want anything to get in its way. But now I think, you know, yes, to put it simply, I think it's my turn. I think there's a sort of feeling around that maybe somehow this problem's gone away, and I just wanted to stress that it hasn't, and that in the 12 months and a bit, or 14 months since Britain and Iran renewed relations, there's been a restatement of the Iranian fatwa. There's been a doubling of the bounty money available. The Italian translator of the book has been knifed, and the Japanese translator of the book's been murdered.
Rushdie says he's also heard about a contract on his life financed through Iran's European embassies. Well, speaking of endangered lives, in Grandview, Missouri, school officials were worried about kids smuggling concealed weapons into school, hidden under their coats or in their book bags. So the school passed a rule: no coats worn indoors, book bags banned. Well, the kids said bag that. They protested.
Morning. Because we're protesting against the school thingy that we can't wear coats in school. So what?
Because it's done. We can easily hide a gun in our pants or in a boot or something in a pocket.
I remember when they used to argue about chewing gum.
Or paper wads.
Yeah.
Paper airplanes. My, how times change. Still ahead, Terry Burhan's going to tell us if our Thanksgiving Tay is going to have a bit of a turkey forecast. Also ahead, people flocking to the airport, heading out, some of them coming home for the holidays. We'll tell you about them.
Also tonight, a family that has a lot to be thankful for. And later on, Jim Donovan with highlights of the Cavs trying to sweep the Sixers.
You tried to say that.
It is one thing for a new car company to promise the highest standard of product quality, dealer service, and customer satisfaction. But quite another when Infiniti buyers agreed the promise was kept. It is a measure of performance, and happily, one that is also equaled on the road.
During the No Leftovers sale at Hyperstore, we've cut prices to the bare bone, so you can save plenty on thousands of brand-name electronics and appliances, like full-size VHS camcorders from $4.98, washer-dryer pairs from only $3.56, and 50-watt receivers from $97. Hurry into Hyperstore's No Leftovers sale, because our prices knock the stuffing out of the competition. Hyperstore, where electronics and appliances always cost less.
When you see news, call the Channel 3 tip line.
Last week, I put snowballs into this freezer. Why? To prove Twin Value has lower prices on Christmas gifts. From toys to the latest fashions, Twin Value's prices are always lower. Because if they aren't, I'll be forced to pick a snowball fight with Hall of Fame fireballer Bob Feller. So remember, Twin Value has lower prices on great Christmas gifts, and Bob Feller can still whip snowballs over 80 miles per hour. Hey, you broke the camera, Bob!
The car, the deal, the terms. Oldsmobile presents the all-new 1992 88 Royale. Now with unbelievably low 2.9% GMAC financing. Best of all, the 2.9 financing is for terms up to 48 months. Once again, 88 Royale, 2.9 up to 48 months. This offer is only available for a limited time. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering, at your local new Olds Connection dealer.
Ah, the turkey. Ah, the cranberry sauce. Ah, the holiday travel insanity, which began right on schedule today. Congested interstates, traffic jams outside airports, and long lines inside. Why do people do this to themselves? Here's why.
Hey, babe. How are you?
Airlines are anticipating only a slight upswing in holiday travel as tight household budgets are keeping many people at home, even with gas prices down 22% since last year. AAA expects fewer cars on the road. The travel industry hopes to make up some of the slack in holiday travel at Christmas time.
One holiday traveler has been waiting for a whole month to get home. She is the world's youngest heart transplant recipient. Her name is Sarah Kelton. She is 1 month old today, and she's out of the hospital. Before she was even born, doctors detected a problem with her heart. She was delivered prematurely by cesarean section. She had a heart transplant in just a matter of days. Her parents say that she is doing just fine now, and they're hoping that and sure that this is going to be their happiest Thanksgiving ever. Some Native Americans came together tonight to celebrate Thanksgiving early. Tonight, families gathered at the Cleveland American Indian Center. This is for the 20th annual Harvest Festival. Native American families and friends enjoyed a buffet you saw there of traditional Indian foods. The meeting behind Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, over the river and through the woods.
To Terry's house we go.
What's the driving going to be like?
You know, Dick,
probably pretty slick on the river, I would guess.
at this time of the year they get confused because, you know, with so many different programs, one station was having Dorothy and the Cyclone, I think. The Wizard of Oz
Tonight?
was on, right.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any cyclones. One station had like Gone with the Wind. No wind here. We
What
just
did we
had
have?
plain cloudy and wet. Well, kind of a weather menu for you. That's what we're going to have in store for you for Thanksgiving Day, and the day after, Friday, is going to be near 50 degrees and wet. Let's go right now to the stats at 11 o'clock. 40 And it's been a long while. It's been 40 degrees at 11 o'clock in Cleveland. Humidity is 79%. The winds are southwest at 18. Our wind chill is 19 right now with that strong southwest wind. The barometer, 30.21. Water temperature out in Lake Erie is 47. High today was 42. Our low was 25 when we started this morning and climbed right on through the freezing mark. Normal high would have been 44. 31 would be a normal. No precipitation out at the airport. But we had a mixed bag across the state of Ohio today. It started off as snow and sleet moving in from the west, quickly went across to the east. As temperatures went above 35, 37, 38 degrees, it all went to rain. And we've been in the 40s since 6 o'clock this evening. Show you what we have to talk about. Instead of taking a look at the graphic map, we'll see that the colder air is bringing a lot of snow to Utah. In the Dakotas, a lot of snow also. And this means that we're going to be getting some colder air as early as Sunday. But between now and then, we've got a holiday and a good day afterwards. Tomorrow, very warm and very humid out there, and also the following day, Friday, should be that way also. Radar shows some mixed snow in the western portion of Iowa with some rain, some sleet, some rain in southern Missouri, central Missouri, and southern Indiana. And to the north of us, that's rain that's continuing northeast with that deep low pressure cell, counterclockwise circulation, bringing the moist southwest winds in from the Gulf of Mexico. For us, we'll dip down to around 36 or 37, keeping in mind we're at 40 right now. Your 40s, your 50s, and your 60s. But look at this, in the teens, 20s, and teens here. So this cold air is going to make its way towards us eventually. Now for Thanksgiving, the highs are only in the 30s here. We'll be in the 40s for the 45s, and then into the 50s by Friday as it continues to be very nice. I want to remind you to come on down and see us live at downtown in Cleveland for the 'Tis the Season, live at 5:30 on Friday. If you can't make it down, you can watch it on Channel 3 at 5:30. Here's your forecast. Going into your Thanksgiving, clouds remain mild and wet, a low of 36 degrees. Well, that's really not that bad. Rain likely for tomorrow. That's the only bad news. High tomorrow, 45 degrees. You won't have to shovel it. You'll just have to walk through it. How's that sound? Sunrise, 7:31, sunset, 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, chance of rain remains 37 degrees. All of this is pretty much of a bonus going into a cooler weekend. By Turkey Day, 45 and slight rain chance, 50. For the 'Tis the Season, you might want to wear some wet weather gear, sensible shoes, the whole works. Saturday up to 53, and then we take the bottom side of the roller coaster ride on Sunday and Monday, 37 and 35. A little rain mixed with snow by Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow night, unfortunately, at 11 o'clock.
And happy anniversary.
9th anniversary for my wife, Dee Dee.
Oh, great.
Happy anniversary to you, Terry.
Well, turning to other kind of sports, Jim Donovan is up next. He takes us out to the Coliseum where the Cavs go for 2 in a row over Philly.
And it's sports where you get paid instead of have to pay out money. Jim has the fight of the night, too. What in the world is this when we come back?
You know, we've been all around looking for a brand new car. But since we saw Accord, we didn't have to look very far.
The looking's over. Now you can lease a new Honda Accord for $199 a month. Accord with the industry's best resale value, just $199 a month. Your local Honda dealer can help you now with special lease rates, but only for a limited time. Drive the USA's #1 selling car, Honda Accord, with low lease payments that begin at $199 a month.
True Value knows that people all over town are on the lookout for Santa this Christmas because they're hoping for something really special. It's an AT&T gift they'll be looking for, and True Value has them. Right now, this AT&T Remote Answering System 1306 is just $49.99, and this AT&T Cordless Telephone 4320 is just $74.99. So this year, make sure Santa leaves them something they'll really be looking for, and something they'll really love. An AT&T gift on sale now at True Value hardware stores.
At Convenient Food Mart, our friendly owner-operators have great values like
2-liter bottles of Pepsi, all varieties only 89 cents each. Ideal for your holiday get-togethers. Or complete your breakfast with a 1-pound package of delicious Corn King bacon, only $1.49. While at Convenient Food Mart, bring home your own cuddly Jelly Paws, only $11.99. A great gift for the holidays.
good things to eat at great prices. I'm Jelly Paws, the Convenient Food Mart bear.
This is my new Dodge Caravan. Dad says it costs under $14,700. Mom says it's a great deal with air conditioning at no extra charge when you buy the family value package. It's safe, too. With the driver's airbag, rear seat shoulder harnesses, you can even get available built-in child seats. You can even lease my Caravan for $188 per month. Your Dodge dealer has all the details. Dodge Caravan, recommended by kids everywhere.
Astronauts on board the Space Shuttle Atlantis today got a wake-up call from the hardest working man in show business. It was the James Brown tune, Time to Love, Put a Little Love in Your Heart. This is day 4 of the shuttle's 10-day mission, inspired perhaps by Put a Little Love in Your Heart. The astronauts deployed a satellite that will detect nuclear detonations and missile launches. A similar satellite helped detect Scud missile launches during the Gulf War. Put a little love in your heart, but keep your powder dry.
James Brown, the new Scud stud. Can you imagine? All right, here's Jim Donovan. Cavs at home tonight, and if they follow their pattern, Dick and I are presuming that they won, yes?
Absolutely. You ought to do this full time, go into odds making, huh? Cavs win again tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. They always win at home, it seems, this year anyway. And one big surge in the fourth quarter tonight put the Cavs up over the top, and they win the ball game by 10 points. One big surge right here with tremendous blocks. Larry Nance led the way for the Cavaliers on defense. Mark Price led the way for them on offense with passes like this to Hot Rod Williams right there. Then watch Price lead the break after a block shot again. Nance another block. Price down the floor. Watch him see the floor, dish to John Battle. He goes in and lays it in. Then Price decides maybe he'll step up and take the three, which he did. We thought he was going to have a sore knee tonight because of the back-to-back games. Then Price came down the floor. Here comes Doherty. Doherty led the Cavs. He had 31. And if you go back to last night, he had 31 last night, too, in the victory against Philadelphia, so Doherty likes playing the Sixers. And the Cavs love playing at the Coliseum, where they are 6-0. Incidentally, I mentioned all the blocks. They had 17 block shots in the game tonight, and Orlando is here on Friday night. Around the NBA tonight, other games, the Lakers have won 8 in a row coming into their game tonight in Miami against the Heat. What a ball game. Down the wire, Lakers trail by 4. They come back. Watch James Worthy dish it off. Byron Scott score. Game tied at 87-87. Just seconds to go. Sedale Threet will step up, hit the 17-footer with a little help from the rim, and the Lakers make it 9 in a row, a win by 2. Now to the Boston Garden we go, where it turned out to be handsome Larry Bird's night. Yes, Larry could not miss tonight. Couldn't miss a thing. Hit that one right there, and then when they try to swarm him, he hits from underneath style. He had 32. The Celtics win by 9, 101-92. Magic was at the Pistons game tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. He watched a nice pass here by Isaiah to Orlando Woolridge. Then Thomas the Hitman Hearn said, let's have a fight. And the Pistons always fight, don't they? Isaiah usually in the middle of it, right there. He brawls with Kevin Willis, 100-91 the final score. The Pistons win again. Minnesota's a winner tonight, so is Dallas by 7 over Indiana. Other games in the NBA, San Antonio wins by 6 over New Jersey. Charlotte and Utah in the fourth, they are tied 86-86. Sacramento and Phoenix in the fourth, 110-65. Now, as the Browns get set for the Colts this Sunday here on Channel 3 at 1 o'clock, they made a roster move today. Anthony Blaylock, a cornerback, has been waived. They also get set to defend against Eric Dickerson. Dickerson will be back in the Colts' backfield. They'll try and hit him like they did Christian Okoye last Sunday, when the big guy spit it up twice inside the 5-yard line. The Browns playing aggressively.
Well, we want to play hard for 60 minutes, you know, and if we can jump on a team, you definitely want to stay on top of them and finish up strong. So, you know, that's the philosophy.
And once again, we'll have that Sunday at 1 o'clock here on Channel 3. There will be another big game Sunday at 2 o'clock down in Canton's Fawcett Stadium, where they expect that stadium to be packed for the Division I state championship. And St. Ignatius is there once again. Third time in the last 4 years. They'll take on Centerville coming up on Sunday afternoon. Now, can Ignatius mount another emotional attack like they did last Saturday night against Massillon?
Everybody was all excited about the victory on Saturday night, but things have eased down, and now we realize this is a state championship. You have to have the adrenaline flowing for this. This is important.
Who's going to have a real happy Thanksgiving? Eddie Murray, now a member of the New York Mets. He signed a free agent contract, 2 years, over $7 million. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's wrap it up tonight with another baseball note. Gee, little did we know, down at the stadium today, they put Indians World Series tickets on sale, and this was the scene. When they opened the gates, there they went for that Indians World Series coming up next year against the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Huh? That will be the scene someday right here at the stadium.
That's Japan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Sorry.
noticed.
I must have had that wrong.
Somebody put a Ford in their parking lot.
Okay.
Can't get anything past Dick now, can we?
When we come back, it's light up time for Public Square.
We are going to take a sneak peek in on what they're doing down there, how to light it up when we come back. Stay tuned.
You can't fool these people. They knew that was Japan.
buyers, you can't do better than this. Now, save up to $3,600 on the best-selling pickup in America, Ford F-150. Get option savings, get customer cash, and now get a special work truck rebate on an F-150 for a total of $3,600. F-150 prices start around $9,300. You can't do better than the best-selling pickup in America with one of the best offers ever. Save up to $3,600 at your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer.
Office Max is the supermarket-sized office product store with incredible savings on all kinds of great gifts like briefcases, calculators, desk sets, typewriters, even copy machines. Uh-oh. Ouch. Save up to 30% on software like Microsoft MS-DOS 5.0, TimeWorks Easy Tax, or Block Publishing Form Tool Gold. Office Max. This holiday, savings is the bottom line.
You can fly. With your feet on the ground, you can soar. Because the most advanced timekeeping technology on Earth has an IQ. Seiko Intelligent Quartz. So functions never dreamed of on a single watch are amazingly simple to understand. Seiko, the future of time. And the official timer of the games of the 25th Olympiad. Seiko.
Hi, I'd like to get my film developed. I'd like double prints, and can I have them back tomorrow?
This isn't the way we handle your film at Medic. We give you a friendly, trained salesperson. We give you your prints in 24 hours or they're free, 7 days a week. We even give you 2 king-size prints at one low price.
I think I better go to Medic.
Put your pictures in good hands at Medic.
Day after tomorrow is usually the busiest shopping day on the year, and why in the world anyone would go to a mall knowing that is beyond me.
How about an alternative?
Well, all right.
Watch some twinkling lights flip out instead. The day after Thanksgiving is the day they light up Public Square for the holidays. Busy people here today trying to get everything ready in time.
And Channel 3 is the official lighting station. We've been showing it on television for the past 7 years. As always, we are going to be live from 5:30 to 6 o'clock. We call the show 'Tis the Season. So if you can come down and see us in person, we'd love that. If not, you can watch it right here on TV. There'll be ice skating again this year, and they say the ice skating rink will work this year.
That is a show I never missed, Connie.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's show's coming up next.
And we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Have a lovely Thanksgiving. Eat a lot.
Good night.
I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bike to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up, 'cause if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
There are 2 kinds of cars. The cars you love to drive and the cars you need to drive. The cars that really handle and the cars that handle the groceries. The cars you don't want to stop driving and the cars that make the stops you need. With standard anti-lock brakes and a 200 horsepower V6, Chevy Lumina Euro 3.4 is 2 kinds of car for 1 kind of driver. You. The cars more people depend on. And now it's easy to win with the heartbeat.
Next month, wrap your presents. This month, wrap your home with Tuck Duct Tape from True Value Hardware Stores. You get 2 60-yard rolls to block drafts and seal air leaks, plus a bonus 20-foot roll of electrical tape. In November, get the Tuck Duct Tape Twin Pack for just $4.99 while supplies last at True Value, the neighborhood hardware store with national chain store buying power.
Sun Television and Appliances, where you know you pay less. Only $544 for this General Electric lightweight compact VHS camcorder with autofocus, flying erase head, and power zoom lens. This RCA VHS camcorder is just $577. Power zoom lens, autofocus, and a CCD image device to capture all the action. Savings, service, and selection. That's Sun Television and Appliances, where you know you pay less. Letterman tonight, 12:30. Don't tell anybody.